Hello guys, welcome to a video, an evening running video as well, of model trains. But obviously we can't run them directly straight away because you can see the track has all been taken up. And one of those reasons because obviously I was expecting my Parma scenery is supposed to arrive today, supposed to, but as my mum's pointed out, it could turn out any time between now and a little bit later. Depends where they're coming from, of course. But yeah, I have been sorting out some track during my over the weekend. So this track is going to be changed to some extent anyway now, because obviously I've been doing some details to the track, and I'll show you some of the details I have been adding to this track, and I'll show you what process I've already done to them. I'm just getting some decent curves to start off the railway. I've got a fruit tea for this evening. I will have a glass of Vimto a little later on, but right now I haven't got there. So yeah, I'm due to do a live stream, but I'm going to be doing one at some point around April, I think. April will be my best time to do a live stream. So yeah, I've got a live stream to do in April, which I will do. I haven't done this piece of the track yet, so that's going to be next to do some scenery with some of these track pieces I haven't yet done. So that piece of track will be painted up. I haven't done it yet. But I have done quite a fair bit of the track, which you will see in certain areas where there are different colours on the on the sleepers. They're not very noticeable on the darker coloured ones, but the ones I've painted as slightly lighter brown, which I'll show you in a second, are here. And the best example one is right here. So I've done some details to the track of the sleepers themselves are brown, like they'll be wooden in the early days. So I've kind of gone for that theme to make them look really old-fashioned. And in the process of doing that, they came out rather well. It's a little bit messy in places when I've done it, but I mean, it's part of the process, isn't it? Doing scenery like this. Just to make some details to the railways to make it a little bit, make it look really old fashioned to the railway. You're wondering if why my throat's gunky. I haven't long finished eating my food. I didn't really have a big dinner really, only had some toast, but raspberry jam and peanut butter. Some people might like peanut butter and other people might not. So the other thing I've been doing, apart from the track, some track work, is I've done some Proud Rainbow platform. I've done it most of the way round and on the inside because this building is really old fashioned, so I thought to go for this colour because it will brighten up the platform a little bit and it might suit the platform over well as the model people get on off the train and they're going off to visit, say, like another heritage section of the line to get on to another transport train thing to either they're going to a particular location on the heritage line that they want to go to, and they will have like a little bus or something outside the front for them. And yeah, it's going to have a town scene of the whole railway. It's going to have a town scene. And yeah, so I'm basically going to be doing a lot of work put into this during the next several weeks. I'll put this out properly put together, but obviously, as I said before, I can't probably do that properly until my track, my cork for the track being put down. Once that arrives, then yes, we can start properly gluing some bits into the cork. And the first things I'm going to be putting in is going to be the cork will be laid underneath this platform, and then it'll be the same on this side for this platform. Not totally sure what I'm going to do with this platform yet, because it's slightly a longer one, and it's going to have a little hut over here, and the steps will be over here. The fence, well, I'll probably take the fence off, to be honest. It doesn't really need a fence, to be honest, especially if it's going to have a hut over here, and then you can kind of overhang it if you got like a thing you can hide it behind, because at certain stations you can do that to make it look like it's part of the scenery. You kind of push it on and people are walking over this like martial light, yellow line, and you have the hut there, and then you have the little steps all the way down to like a road or something, which would be quite cool. But yeah, I'm still waiting for one more parcel to arrive before I can probably stick down all this. I can't do it yet. I'm still waiting for that particular parcel to arrive before I can start working on the railway properly. Okay. I do like my fruit teas. This one's a mint one. Spiced mint with a little bit of sugar. It's quite good. Brilliant. I'm not saying quite like it. I'm a big fan of fruit tea. I like fruit tea over any other normal tea. It's that good. It's so nice. If anyone has never tried fruit tea, worth giving it a try. Because there's a big hype in it in some countries where fruit tea are most popular. You get cranberry and raspberry, you get red rose and rhubarb. There's loads of different fruit tea flavours you can get. Some are worth it, others maybe not so much. I mean, I'm not going to say that until I've tried them all, but yeah. Do I want to do a tea video this year? To do a video to try different fruit teas on camera. I could do to get like 2 different mugs and get like cups of them in this sort of like between my Homer Simpson one, my Minecraft one, and my train one, and get 3 cups of different ones. One would be cranberry ones, one would be a mint one would be the red rose with rhubarb, and then do those 3 taste test ones, and then do like strawberry and raspberry and some of the weird ones you can get, like watermelon flavoured tea. But yeah, there's quite a lot of teas you can try which are quite nice. I know not all areas that have spoiled that area with potential opportunity with the fruit tea area yet. We'll get there, but I don't think we're quite there yet. But we're getting there slowly but surely. How's life going for me? Oh well. I don't know. I mean, things are different for everyone, isn't it? So that's how I'm going. How am I doing at the moment? Well, to be honest, I'm not doing too bad. I'm definitely looking forward to end my YouTube career off at the end of this year for multiple reasons. And yeah, I am going to spend that more in May, because that'll be the time to mention it properly. But yeah, I'm going to be ending this YouTube channel off at the end of this year. Of the 24th of December of this year that'll be my final official video for this year, will be that one. And once that is done with, then that'll be that, really. And this video is going to be I'm going to say roughly about an hour at the last minute. So maybe as it's 6:45 now, it'll be 7:45 by the time I'm done. So yeah, so it'll be a fairly lengthy video. It's not like going to be over 2 hours, because it's not. It's just going to be a minimum maybe 1 hour for this filming. And because it's not my camcorder I'm using tonight, I use my iPhone 14 Pro, which kicks out a fair amount of quality for what it is. And obviously I am working towards to get a new camera this year, hopefully before summer holidays starts, which would be brilliant, because that would make the videos rather nice and catch those specials come through this year. What do you do when you got negative comments tend to? Well, to be honest, when negative comments come through, I just block them. So it's not really a big problem for me. I will be due to doing another power video for my other channel at some point soon, but I'm not doing it right now. But this video today is for this evening, and then get this organised and get it uploaded. You guys can watch, and I'll work with that really. That one's solos, it's mad. But anyway, yeah, the Bowie is going to be quite big. It's not going to be like monstrous big like the previous one I had a few years back, but yeah. This is going to be quite a reasonable sized layout for what it is. If any of you guys missed my last video with what is my plan for this layout, what's my dream goal with this model railway, well, if you haven't catched up with my videos recently, basically my dream layout is going to be a heritage line dedicated to the Class 43 HST British diesel hybrid trains from their time, and they're going to be dedicated to this layout, and this layout is dedicated to them. So yeah, and sides on top of that is my most passionate train, so why not? And on top of that, also I did show in my last video, I showed in my last video I actually going to go using the 7-4 signaling system for the points, and they're going to be wired in from a switch somewhere over on the far side of the board, and they're going to have all the wires underneath the board, and they can be switched to either DC or DCC, so that way you have DCC sound fitted one with steam generators coming out through the chimneys, or sound fitted as well. And on the other side, on the other line will be analog, so the way any new model I get in the future will be one line be analog for running them in and testing all the systems, and while the digital one switched off I'll test all the points and stuff like that. And I think my perfect controller from my point perspective, which would be good for me, would be the weird, is it the calculator controller they got by, is it Gauge Master or is it Combi system? It looks like a calculator. It does look a bit of an ugly looking thing, but apparently it's supposed to be really good, as long as you don't mind the red interface on it. But yeah, apparently it can affect the signals when the full bright sunlight's on it, which to me is a bit odd, but hopefully it shouldn't be too much of a problem during operation. Especially in the winter it shouldn't be too bad, but in the summer it might be a different story. So yes, this is going to be, we're going to run these trains today, but we need to get them connected first. As I said in the previous video, I am going to get line 2 operational in this video, so we will get we will get line 2 operational today. We're going to have to move the power track to this side and then keep the 2 wires over end of the track on the outside, and then once we got that going, we'll get line 2 operational today, and line 1 and 2 is going to be operational for this evening. That might be in half an hour into the video, but we'll get them both running today. With 2 43s running today, we're going to have the Genie R Class 43 premium model, as well as the GWI Castle sets 43187 and 43188 British carriages. I need to get a wire fixed on the Incity. Once that wire's fixed on it, we'll get her running as well. And she does need a good running, I agree. So yeah, we just need to get that wire sorted on there, and then job's good. So just need to get that wire sorted on it. And yes, I have got plans to get quite a few more 43 for my model railway this year. Aiming to looking to get a cross country set. I'm hoping to go on Midland Pullman next year, but I'm looking to get the model one, which might be, if I can, save up for it this year. I also might get the East Coast one, the Virgin one, and the Kurzweil one. So one of those 4 I'll probably get the most this year. So I'll definitely get a cross country 43. Definitely want to get an East Coast. I definitely want to get a Virgin one, and I definitely want to get the Network Rail one. As far as there's the Southwest one, and there's the Grand Central and Midland Pullman set. There's loads of 43s I want to collect, but I need to have the time, as well as First Great Western, of course. So I need to get that one as well. We'll see. We'll see what I will come up with for choices this year for that. So we're going to have the little level crossings sorted out. In the centre is fine, but I'm going to do the edges where they can have brown sort of sleepers around the edge of the level crossing to make it look a bit more grimy. But I don't know, I mean, I don't need to do much to the Hornby level crossing. It's just needs to make it a little bit more mucky to make it look like the real thing. But yeah, it's not going to be. That thing cost me about 25 quid when I got it new. It came with the barriers, and it came with the potential option with the swing gates and the little poles that go up and down. I prefer these poles where they've got these like dangling swinging cables where it's just going down, unlike the real thing. But in the old-fashioned lines, they didn't really have level crossings like that. They had one single one going across the road, but I thought, being that we have 2 lines, and being that they're going to be working with the semaphore signal points system, they're going to be working rather well with this set. So I thought, go for a double, at least that way you got 2 lines and they can run beside each other. And the yard is going to be quite curvy during operation. All the 43s are going to go in this massive siding between the Intercity Swallow, and all the other liveries you can think of in these sidings during it in running order. And once I not run the trains, they're going to go up on the shelf to keep them out of the way. And there's going to be a lot of other systems which are going to be fantastic, but at the moment, yeah, I haven't got that far. Right, let's get to we go. There goes the cables. We'll get those operational. If you prefer me doing videos with the other style of content, like doing it with the camcorder over using the phone, please let me know in the comments below. Because I know some people do prefer me using the camcorder, other people prefer me using the phone. It's kind of a mix and Toby. From perspective from other people, but I do a mixture sometimes with my content, so that way people can see what they think of it, and that way they can try it and see what they actually, their appearance could be valuable, or they might think it's a complete naff or waste of time. But as I say, line 2 is going to be in operation today, so I'm going to go switch them on, and we've got life in this one. Wow. It is a very cheap controller. I got this for the train set some years ago, and yeah, they only worth about 15 quid, but yeah, they're not the best controllers in the world, the Hornby basic analog controls. They are quite bland and not very much character to them at all. They're great for a starter set, but for long-term use, they are not designed for proper series model air layout. They're good for starter sets, and they're great for people who are just getting into the hobby type of controllers. But if you want something more serious, then you can go with Lens. You can go with Lens, you can go with Gauge Master, you can go with Batman, and I think you can go with Rapido. I think Rapido does a couple of controllers, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know Rapido does do some controllers, but they're more known for their trains. So yeah, if you're not bigger fond of Hornby controls, then Rapido, Batman, Gauge Master are probably more your friend when it comes to controllers. But honestly, it really does not matter what control system you go with, who the company might be. Some people have their against towards Batman stuff, others do not. It all depends on what you prefer as an individual for your layout. It's all to prefer what you guys prefer for your own dream layout. For my dream layout, it's going to be a mixture of DC and DCC. So yeah, it's going to be a mixture. It's a hybrid layout. Do I reckon my cork is going to arrive today? Don't think so. I mean, to be honest, if it did, it's supposed to arrive in the next hour. I don't know. I just don't think it's going to arrive today in general. My new rain jacket has arrived yesterday or the day before. Can't remember. I'm going to give them a bit of space this time. line 2 ready set up, which is good. Not really completed it yet, but we're getting close. Well, apparently there's also the talk of there was steam locomotives came through yesterday with the Black 5 and someone said it was a school class or something came through with the Black 5. Both are steam locomotives, of course, but yeah, the right, so we do this and then we'll take this one off. Connect this one up. But yeah, the one of my scenery for this layout is supposed to arrive today, but it hasn't. It's supposed to be for part of my scenery stuff, so it's kind of annoying it hasn't turned up, because I would have really appreciated if it did turn up. Because it means that I could start working on getting the ballast in when I got time, and I can make the layout look proper. More serious than it actually is at the moment, because it's just a blank board with no cork or ballast. There's nothing at the moment, and at the same time waiting for that to arrive, I need to get some stands for this and to put the hinges in the centre somehow, or find it out somehow, because these boards are rather old. But yeah, it's, I don't know, I don't really know how to approach all this, but I'm sure there's a chance I will get round to it at some point. As they say, things take time, don't they? And I'm not very good at patience when it comes to things. So yeah, let's get the third radius out. I'm not too sure which one's the third radius here. I think that's the third. That one can go around to the right, and then it can join on one to the side there. What's my view on... If you want me to share my opinions on certain topics, which are not going to be shown on the train channel, my opinions on certain topics will stay as for chat channel, use only. But you've got any queries and questions about the railway, my model railway videos, please do share. I would quite be to listen to them. Don't know if I can find an option for this. I don't know if I can find an option for this one. Right, okay, we've got line 2 set up. Just trying to think how I'm approaching this, because it's going to be tricky, he says. So, yeah, this is not going to be easy how I'm going to do this, but we're going to try. But I have very perfect ideas how I'm going to approach this, but I'm going to put a little fence on the end of the platform on this side, on the bigger platform, and I'm going to put a little fence on that side as well, to make sure people don't go further beyond a certain point of the Proud Rainbow platform to the normal one, which is basically a black, almost tarmac type of colour with the yellow line right close to the edge, and that way they don't have to interfere with the people doing something stupid. So yeah, I guess kind of aiming to do something like the real things, but I might change this platform to be something similar to this, but I just want to keep the yellow line there to make sure people don't do anything silly. So I'm going to go for getting this curve in. The track is switched on, but nothing's connected to it yet. So I'm going to go for the carriage next. Well, not the carriage, but the curves. So this one probably the best next option. I will sort those connections out shortly. These are my words. Well, I'm not entirely surprised, to be honest. I'm been a bit tired from the lack of sleep last night. Didn't exactly sleep very well last night, so I was surprised I'm feeling a bit under the weather. When my slats on my bed last night decided to, well, it's decided to made that horrible noise during the night because it didn't work very well. But yeah, it's what it is sometimes. And you have your bed frame doing that to you and you're trying to sleep. It's not so fun. I will be upgrading to a newer bed frame, like this model of bed, but with the premium version of it. I like to get the premium version of the sleigh beds, because don't have the at the moment I just don't have the time or so yeah. The platform edge is going to be quite confusing once I put it all together. I'm going to move this out of the way for now. Don't need to move it right now. I mean, I could test with the InCity 43 power car and see if she's going to operate around the curve, but I know it was actually won't because Hawaii hasn't been soiled on this yet. Once she's been soiled, then yes, she will travel all the way around the layout. Not any issue at all. But right now, like I said, I haven't got it done and I haven't got the wire fixed. I'm hoping to take this to Tim, which is in Holsworthy. He has his model array shop. He does do some work on models, which is what he does. And I might ask him to do the wire for me on this train, just to get it operational again. But yeah, you can tell the point is not switched at the moment, and there is a spark, should be there. There's not much power through there because that pickup at the back of that, well, excuse me, wiggle myself down, is how smooth is she? Well, given a chance, she'll probably run rather smoothly once the wine's been sorted on there. She's not a bad runner, really. Obviously, at the moment, she doesn't run very well at all because obviously her pickup on that particular wheel is, well, let's say it's not very well resistant when it goes to during operation. She could operate rather well, given the chance of her, but I think because of her cable issue, she could pick up so smoothly. I don't know if she's gonna. Well, we have got potential life in that one. Yeah, the track is far from perfect at the moment because the track is filthy. But we're going to get round to cleaning it, but I just haven't done it yet. So this is going to be as I say, it's going to be about a 40-minute video in total because of how long it takes to put all this together. I've got a third radius curve that should be decent enough, I think. It might be too tight a radius for what I need it for. That one's a short one, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, curves I'm looking at are very, I don't think the right one for it all, but this thing is just not giving it any deal of support travelling around in this corner. It just doesn't seem to want to go around it, so I'm going to have to change that up a little bit by putting one of these gentle radius curves into it, or there's a small potential of a gentle sweeping curve which might work if we can find the right size to it. So we've got an Intercity train there. That's the only thing. And then once we've found the right radius, then good to go. Just need to connect these curves up. As I say, we're going to get both lines working today, if it's possible. And I'm going to get this one going as well, so I'm going to have to clear this part of the board up. This is not as easy as it shows, but yeah, I mean this one's quite a tight radius, and then that one could be using the second half of running. That looks more spot on, and then maybe that one could be more suitable. Need to just move these two straight pieces over to there, and then we'll get the track set up. Right, I think we're good to go. So I'm going to do this curve first. What about all the other straight pieces? The other straight pieces, what you can see of them, the big ones, I'm going to be putting to the sidings. They're going to be used for some of the sidings. I'm going to be putting in. Okay, we're back, guys. I thought to end this video off with these two sets coming by each other. Yep, you can see the reason why the outside line is less efficient than the inside one so far. That's rather funny in a weird way. Yep, this one's tail. We're having the race between the GNR and the Castle set right now. Literally decided to connect to each other right now. I'm going to try to get this angle for you. I'm going to hopefully the tripod will help me out a bit. Can you see? My gosh. I've never seen a race between these two. I've done it sitting in the rear. But yeah, they're having a race right now. The GNR is lacking up speed because of the pickup on the track there is really weak. And she's just cut out. So as soon as she's got some speed, she'll go, but yeah. GNR. So we've got planes, but track, it's not so great. So yeah, I'm going to have to change the track between areas. I have done some work to them, but we're going to make that speed up soon. I'm going to move this track around and perfect. There goes the GWR Castle set. Let's get it going again. Or not. Just putting it in track piece and hopefully you'll feel a bit more happier this time because I've got a new track piece in place. Yep. The Castle set is actually beaten her for a change. It goes. when they move again. He's going to be on the track more. This time. I tell you what, it do look kind of cool when they're racing each other like that. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. It took a bit longer than I thought, but there we go. We've got the fast step running, we've got the junior step running. And I'm just going to catch probably a second lap, 2 laps of them coming past each other. They're not going to beat each other, I don't think, this time around, because obviously I've done some of those to right alone. There's the fast step. As I said, she needed a bit of a service. That one's fine. This older one is fine. This one's pretty on London. And she just died on the curb. But anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Until next time guys, have a great evening and peace out. I hope tonight we'll get the Sophie running during next week. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I will take you guys in another video soon. Have a great day. And peace out. Let's end this video off with a passing long shot around the curve here. And one right here. And I'll go to the corner.